Good evening, gamers. Welcome back to the Wednesday stream. Taking a brief detour from XCOM files because I'm about to finish my first batch of steel in Vintage Story, and you know, I got a lot of stuff that I want to do, so we're gonna do that instead. Hello, Captain Sandwich. Hello, Emmykins. Hello, everybody else out there. If you're watching the VOD or whatever, we're doing some Vintage Story tonight. If you gotta skip this one because you're only here for XCOM files, so be it. Here we are. Let's do today's game though and see how good I can do. Oh, this looks familiar. This looks like a Professor Layton game. Unfortunately, there's a lot of these. I'm gonna say Unwound Future. There we go. Next, artwork. Oh, brother, what is this? This looks like a motorcycle of some kind, but I don't know. You're thinking Portal 2 just right off the bat, huh? Oh, it is Portal 2. Yep, I see the little chubby fucker there. Okay, Portal 2 it is. Characters. Oh no. Oh, this is this Shepard? Commander Shepard from Mass Effect? It's not. Oh damn, is this Lightning? It's Lightning. Lightning from Lightning Returns? No. Hold on. Are those shoes? Well, I don't even know what this is. What am I looking at? Give me a skip on that one. I have no idea what this is. It's a lady? The human woman. That doesn't narrow it down at all. Is this Joanna Dark? She's not even in here. Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark's not in here. I don't know who this person is. This is I don't know. Oh, it's Nilin Cartier-Wells from the game Remember Me, which I do not remember because I've never played it. Let's take a look. What the hell is Remember Me? Isn't that the movie with Robert Pattinson? And I have it ignored. It must have been that bad, huh? Remember Me is a third-person action-adventure where players take on the role of Nilin, or Nylin, a former elite memory hunter with the ability to break into people's minds and steal or even alter their memories. So it's Psychonauts meets Inception meets Perfect Dark meets Blade Runner. Don't Nod. Didn't they make they made something. They made Life is Strange. There we go. Or they did Life is Strange 2. Apparently had multiple episodes for some reason because somebody thought that that was a good idea. Anyway, let's do the keywords and get out of here. Detective, replicant, retrofuturism. Well, this is clearly Blade Runner. I can't think of anything else that uses. It's from 1997. I can't think of anything else that uses replicant at all. I know duplicants from Oxygen Not Included. All right, let's get the game going here. So we're gonna switch over to you. Nobody could see any of that, or could you guys see that? Okay, no, you guys could see it. It's like I went to OBS and the screen was just black, and I was about to say nobody said anything, and then I remembered Captain Sandwich said Portal 2, so he must have been able to see it at some point. You guys can, yeah, I don't know why it goes to a black screen. I guess because I minimized it. But let me just fire up the old Vintage Story machine here. Oh, this is, oh great. It's gonna kick me out again, isn't it? Because we all know how that works. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. This goes here. Vintage Story crashes. That's normal. It does that. For some reason, it does not play well with OBS. I don't know why. So let's see if it's gonna load. There it is. Okay, we're good. So, how's everybody's week going? It's, for us Americans, it's the 4th of July. Yay! I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for Friday. I haven't picked a game. If you have any 4th of July suggestions, throw them at me. What did we do? Last year we did Jet Force Gemini, and that was miserable. The year before that we did Bro Force. So I guess we'll just have to see. Oh, okay. The door takes a second to load, I guess. So here we are. This is our little homestead, me and my buddy. We've been playing. So we've got our house, we've got a forge, we've got a windmill, beehive kiln, charcoal kiln, and the refractory furnace, which is currently at 84%. So a couple hours and we'll be good to go. This is our windmill. If Raven Moonstar could see this, he'd say this isn't nearly complex enough. But you know what? I think it's fine. We got one big wheel up here. We got 4 rotors. It all goes down to this guy here, and then it splits off to hit our 3 machines. And it works. I'm not gonna make too big of a fuss about it. Might install the gearbox someday just to speed things up, but I think it's fast enough. So what is on the docket? Let's see. Winter is coming. It is October 11th. I don't know that we'll get to winter tonight. We'll get through a couple of days into November, but let's see, what can I work on before we get steel? I guess I could go mine. I could go craft. I was gonna make a board here. I think this is oak wood. Let's see if we have some oak wood around here. Gonna make some scroll racks to hold the scrolls and things. New world? No, this is a new-ish world. I've been playing it with my friend for the last couple of weeks here. I actually don't remember how long when we started this. I would like to make a scroll rack. How do I make a scroll rack? I've already forgotten how to make everything. I don't see a scroll rack in here. Scroll. Scavenger Sandwich is voting Metal Wolf Chaos. Okay, all right. Scroll rack. Oak scroll rack. Why did that not show up? That is so frustrating. Should have remembered how to make that though, to be honest. Metal Wolf Chaos, huh? Is that the one where the president like is flying like as a mech or something? We have not done the archives yet. No, I'm still easing him into the game. He'd never played before. He'd only played Minecraft. And then Scavenger Sandwich says that is in fact the game. I should probably eat this bread before it goes bad. So our plan is to do the archives maybe this winter. I don't know. Maybe we'll wait for the spring just so that we're not freezing to death while we're trying to do it, like when me and the crew did the stupid devastation quest in the middle of winter for some reason, and we all kept freezing to death. That was very frustrating. It's from FromSoft. Hey, I know FromSoft. They made Dark Souls and others. All right, let's take a look here. What do we got? A bunch of roof tiles. Oh, we have a lot of horsetails. Wow. Replenish my Ultis stockpile. I should make a meal so I can go out and explore a little bit. Oh, nice. So once the sun comes up, I'll show off a little more of the homestead. We've done quite well for ourselves just within this first year, I think. Kind of got all the things that I would normally want to have by the end of the first year. We need a cooking pot. Oh, there's already a cooking pot in there. Nice. Light it up. Where's the multi-story farm plus apiary? Well, we didn't do that. I was trying to keep everything a little more grounded. So we already have a boat. We've explored quite a bit. I can show you the map here. So you can see we've explored our main landmass here for the most part. There's an island over here, and then this is where we've also been exploring. So lots of great, cool places. It's an ocean world. So I did the ocean. I don't want to call it a preset, but the settings that would give us an ocean, because we'd initially played on a regular default map, and the fact that the boat is just useless. Four-way, yeah, we got the four-way windmill. It's not like 100 stories tall, but it gets the job done, so it powers all of our machines here. There's no gear changing, it's a 1-to-1, so whatever the wind is, that's what we get. We've got the refractory furnace cooking right now. We've got a beehive kiln. I figured I'd do this before we made the like 500 refractory bricks for this. That made it way easier. You could just do one big batch. We have our charcoal pit, which has a bunch of charcoal in there. We just built this today. This is sort of the leather making workshop. We've got some sulfuric acid ready to receive chromium, which we did locate, but we didn't have the steel to mine it. So just a bunch of stuff in here. And then here's the house. The farm, which is currently, you know, not doing anything because it's winter. Where's the meth lab? It's right over here. Look at this. We got powdered sulfur, we got lime, we got saltpeter, all the stuff you need to make meth. We got this residue covered pot. So you know, we got barrels of who knows what in these barrels. I don't know. Could be anything. Don't drink it, I'll tell you that much. Frostifier is gonna be lurking. It's getting the munchies. Oh man, me too. And I just ate dinner. Well, enjoy having the munchies. Oh, looks like the scrambled eggs got put away. I guess I will take this with me on an adventure. Oh, the pig explosion. Yeah, we gotta go over there. No, we got pigs. Plenty of pigs. Actually, we just got rid of all the Gen 0 pigs, so we're on the Gen 1 now. Still working through that. Lots of sheep. This area is just full of sheep. Basically, like constantly having the animals spawning near where we built the pens. Get a bowl here. So we'll walk over there. It's still dark, but whatever. We've got our berry farm back here. We have, oh, I guess I didn't show you the second story. We've just got a little bit of a collection started up here with some crystallized chunks of whatever and some quartz crystals. And then we have the attic, which is just where I've been throwing all the old backpacks. So we've got some sacks and some hunter backpacks. Soon to be joining them will be these leather backpacks, because we're going to be getting sturdy leather backpacks. A bespoke, artisanally crafted grass-fed wolf pit. Fun fact, Rilip, there are no wolves in this area. The closest wolves are all the way over here. This is like there's nothing here. I think we had a bear spawn over here and wolves spawn over here, but otherwise it's pigs, sheep, and chickens. It's wonderful. It has been so nice not having wolves just spawn out of nowhere. So here we got the chickens. They're just chilling. They're doing their chicken thing. Hamburger Sandwiches group just got to Gen 3 pigs. Oh no! The server is getting hardware upgrades, so you haven't been able to play. That's too bad. Yeah, I'll be once the new update gets into a good spot, I will definitely reopen the community server so that we can all enjoy the new features in the new update. So here we have some sheep. We got This is a Gen 1 that's pregnant. This is a Gen 0 that's pregnant. Gen 1 pregnant. Gen 0 pregnant. So, and here's our apiary, just a simple field of flowers and hives. Nothing too fancy, no greenhouse. We have some cattail plots, as you can see, just pigs wandering around. And here's our pigs. So we've got, you know, maybe a dozen of them saved up for the winter. And that's that. We've got a trader over here. That's a building materials trader, I believe. So we can sell him all of our ancient crates for a little bit of cash from time to time. Ridlip says that it's BS. It's BS that we don't have any wolves. The trick is you got to go where there's no rainfall. And this place is dry. There is no rainfall. So no wolves. No, I'm a hunter and he's a hunter. I'm a malefactor. I figured I'd be doing a lot of looting and farming. And when we initially played, he really liked the archery system, so I figured, you know, if he's gonna be doing it anyway, might as well make him the hunter. We have some other people that were supposed to be playing with us, but I guess they chickened out because it's too hard. But that's all right. This game is only for the hardiest hardcore gamers, and I think we should keep it that way. We gotta gatekeep these kind of games. Keep out the riffraff, you know. Oh, hello. Get out of here. It's my mind. All right, back into it. Just trying to dig some brown coal here. Get off my butt. Philip says, I don't think I could be a tailor in the desert, never get to do anything. Oh, a tailor. What do you mean never get to do anything? You get to make all the clothes. Oh, here comes another fucker. Get out of here. I guess free flax if they drop it. You know what's crazy, Rilip? I read your sentence, and it said, I don't think I could be a tailor in the desert, and I was like, what the fuck is a tailor? And then you spelled it correctly, and I was like, oh, a tailor. It's the same word. It sounds exactly the same, but for some reason the spelling like throws it off. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll come back during the day, clearly. They don't want me here. Belongs to them at night, I guess. Yeah, for some reason, when I read tailor, I'm like, oh, like mine tailings, right. But that doesn't make any sense. Because that's not a thing that exists in the team. Oh, okay, so another couple things. You'll notice there's no gear. I disabled the instability. And, what are the storms called? I disabled the storms, temporal storms. So we don't have any of that. And no rifts, so no drifters will spawn on the surface. Because he didn't like that part of the game. And I was like, that's fine, I'll just turn it off. So now we just have drifters that spawn underground. And no storms. And no instability that we have to worry about, which has been kind of nice. Who's he? That's my buddy. My buddy that I'm gaming with. Brown coal. We'll take that over to the steel farm. Yeah, I don't think he's not on right now. We were playing earlier. Reliv says, I think the storms are a little manufactured feeling. You mostly just sit in a hole and wait. Yeah. I think the only nice thing about them is that they spawn the higher tier drifters. So they're a good way to get like the drops. Otherwise you gotta go deep and try to find them. So 10 coal, 88% done. So I might not have to refuel it, hopefully. No surface drifters feels too easy. Well, I think because when we first played on the previous map, before I set the ocean one up, we were getting constantly like harassed by wolves, We just got really lucky with the spawning here. The world spawn is right up here in these islands. So we just came south and then decided to set up shop right here on the coast. And it's been a good spot. You can sail out this way, can sail out this way, and then up here or over here. And this is the extent of the map so far. So this is where we found limestone. There's more limestone over here as well. And I think there's some up here too. So it's not it's not crazy. There's bauxite over here. The only thing that I've had no luck finding is olivine. We found a little bit in a cave way over here, which I don't even see it now. It's like somewhere over here. Probably should have marked it. But I only got a little bit before we got overwhelmed. Yeah, bauxite, right? Ugh, I do hate bauxite. It's true. Just such an ugly color. Same with peridotite. It's like puke green and like atomic orange. I don't want to look at anything that looks like that. We got some nice vessels in here that I found, or possibly bought some of them, just to kind of keep everything separated. We've got vegetables, fruit, grain, meat, and hide. So, we got some wine. We also found salt. We found halite. I was just taking the boat out for a spin, and so I was going east. I come across this island up here, just exposed salt dome, just free salt. It's my favorite way to find halite. Just and my friend is really into chiseling, so he made this cool mantle for the fireplace. Guess I can show some of that off. He's been really into it. So he did these cool like windows for the forge, and he did these archways and probably some other things that I'm not even noticing, like these little counters here. You like the fireplace? Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. And he's just really into the like fact you can, you know, add different materials and chisel voxels away one at a time, which is really cool. It's not something that I usually get into. I did shave off some of the wood here just so that this wouldn't be sticking out as much from where the fence is. But other than that, I'm not a big chiseler. You guys know that. Yeah, somebody will finally chisel for me. So also I want to play with people, and I don't care what the settings are if I'm playing with other people. If I'm playing for myself, then I do care. I even told him that I'd install some mods on the server if he wanted me to. I guess, you know, what does that say about you guys? I'm not willing to do that for you. Brilip, if you asked me nicely, I might install a mod. But I'm not gonna do it just because like one random chatter's like, can you install the primitive survival mod? All it does is add fishing. It's like, the hell it does. I've read about that mod. I know what kind of crazy shit is in there. And people are always complaining about it. What mod were you gonna recommend, Capping or Sandwich? I'm not gonna put it on the server, but you can still tell me. All right, the sun's coming up. Let's go for a little trip to the north while we look around and explore our surroundings. There's a hare down there. One of the things that I've been having a lot of trouble finding is high fertility soil. We've only got like maybe a stack of it so far. My plan was to head south for the winter and just kind of like explore down there. Rilip says disable all durability and you have infinite life. Great mod. Oh, it's a quality of life feature, yeah. Simply disable durability. And once you've made a copper tool, it lasts forever, which I guess is maybe more realistic. I'm sure like ancient peoples, if you can find a way to maintain it without having to completely remake it every so often, I don't know. Minecraft has that. Just throw it on the anvil with some materials and get a repair tool. It's very convenient. All right, Captain Sandwich is saying expanded foods and culinary artillery. Now hold on. I have to install 2 mods now? You're asking a lot. Besides, like, the game's not really about food beyond the first, like, month. So wait, why the fuck is it called culinary artillery? That's... Unless I'm firing eggs out of a cannon, I don't know why that would be a good name for it. Suppose I should ask the mod maker, huh? Culinary artillery is the cooking tools. Relip says, I think in Minecraft the repair tool isn't as useful as it should be. Most of the time it's easier to just recreate. Unless you have like a really good enchanted tool, I suppose. That's typically where I see the most use out of it. All right, we got a little bit of bauxite here. I've also found a bunch of silver and gold. So I have a fully kitted out lantern, light level 20. So I can go into the caves and not be as scared as I would normally be. Speaking of caves, should get a reading on this. Haven't been up here too much. The one mod that I wanted to try was the X skills. I know we've talked about that in the past. Yeah, there we go. What's my armor like right now? I'm just wearing a jerkin. So we haven't made any armor yet. Not really as important when there's no wolves and no drifters breathing down your neck constantly on the surface. So it's only for caving that we would need armor probably, and the boss in the archives. But we're not going there just yet. I made the jerkin because I figured I'm gonna need to make the jerkin eventually to make the chainmail anyway. And I think I'm gonna go full plate this time because I'm sick of taking damage. I'm done taking damage. No more Mr. Take Damage guy. All right, let's go visit our survival trader, see if he's got anything cool up there right now. Maybe I'll find some other cool stuff while I'm walking around. Wouldn't mind finding some more sheep or like a bear or something. We need to get more hides to turn into sturdy leather, and you need large or huge hides, so bears or sheep or elk, or maybe deer too, I think. So we'll just have to see. I gotta say, doing all this stuff, like being the one who has to do most of the stuff because my buddy is new to the game, it makes me really grateful for Raven for like doing all of the work to make all the tools and stuff. He did so much, put so much effort into getting all the materials. I mean, we would typically be the ones bringing him the materials. But he would like turn them into tools and work all the blooms, and he built the windmill and the apiary and the farm, and all we had to do was supply the materials. But now I gotta get the materials, I gotta make the tools, I gotta build the things myself. Nothing here. Did a quick read. Oh, I also turned on instability for rocks. I thought I'd try that out a little bit. I know everybody was eagerly anticipating including that on the server. Oh, there we go. Decent cassiterite, really? Huh. That's interesting. I know there's ultra high cassiterite over here. This is where we found our tin to get started on bronze. But the fact that there's a decent cassiterite here makes me think I should dig a mine or something. Or maybe at least go caving. Yep. There goes the gravel. Doesn't surprise me. Should have been a little more careful. Let's see if there's any silver around here. I'm gonna say no. Just quartz. All right. As per usual. Rilip, how did your I didn't ask you on Monday, how did your family thing go on Saturday? Me and Pangolin missed you for Abiotic Factor. We just gathered some materials. Didn't really get a whole lot done. Oh, well now I'm up really high. That's not great. We've also got quite a bit of meteoric iron, but one of the trade-offs, as I'm sure you guys know, is that if you're playing on a big ocean world, there's a lot less places for meteors to spawn. Oh, there's a big cave over here. Also, it's foggy down in the cave for some reason. Can't see anything. Oh, it's just a dead end. That looks really artificial, doesn't it? Is this part of a ruin? This looks like part of a ruin. Let me check it out. Dig into that. I don't think it is. I think it's just... Wait. It is. It is part of a ruin. Look at that. I found cobblestone. Holy moly. Look at that. A ruined bookshelf with books. Alright, let's see if I can explore this a little bit more. It's flooded, which is unfortunate. But there is a ladder somewhere, presumably. Can't freaking move. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Seed vessel. Interesting. So this whole... Oh, it's not flooded. That's weird. How does that work? Can I fix that then? If I just put some... I guess this area up here is flooded. But the rest of it is not. Like down here is not considered to be flooded. That's really weird. Just weird world gen. You know, we've seen that before. Couple of crappy stone tools. Some beanades. Oh boy, beanades. Just what I needed. I love beanades. What can I even use them for? Nothing. I can throw them at pigs, I guess. Another block is in the way. Cannot go this way. The way is past. Rilip says it was pretty interesting. Ooh, okay, this is exciting. Rilip doesn't usually say things are interesting. Also, I cannot fucking move in this water. This is really annoying. Oh, there's this a tapestry here too. Okay, let's get this tapestry. Did I only get part of it? I think I only got part of it. Actually didn't get any of it. There, okay, there we go. I got it now. So we got one. We did not get the second part. Okay. Rilip says it was pretty irritating. Oh, irritating, not interesting. My father-in-law was in town for my son's graduation on Friday. I thought we might go do some things since he hasn't seen any of us in 2 years. And 2 years ago, he was in town for 1 day for graduation. But instead of doing stuff, I mostly played chauffeur because he had to turn in his rental the day before he left. Oh boy. So irritating, huh? Yep. That's why I never do anything or go anywhere, because it's always a huge pain in the ass. Somebody always wants something from me. Alright, let's get out of here. There's clearly nothing for us here, except a bunch of stupid drifters running around. But the real question is this gonna loop back to get me outside, or do I have to go back out the way that I came in? That'll be the real interesting question. Maybe I should have thrown some bees at these guys. Is this another ruin? What the heck? Here it is, yeah. Look at that. Is it a good one or is it a shitty one? Survey says it's shitty. A metal tank. Wow, that's real helpful. Thanks, game. Really spent a total of an hour with him. Well, why? Like, why? What was even the point of coming up for graduation? I guess just to literally see graduation? What a waste. I didn't even want to go to my own graduation. My parents made me, though. Emmy was lucky she didn't have to go to hers. Her parents were cool. I mean, I guess kind of. Alright, there we go. I think I figured out the problem. Oh my. Yeah, there's the problem right there. I'd like to go up, please. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Okay, we managed to avoid getting crushed by falling debris, which is good. Put that there and get out of here. Rilip didn't go. I didn't go to my college graduation either because I was like 30. Didn't care. Okay. Can't think of a lot of things I'd rather do less than go to graduation. You gotta pay money, you gotta get a whole thing. I can sell a tin ingot for 2 gears? What a... jeez. Oh, I can sell a steel ingot for 3 gears. What a steal. And by steal, I mean he's stealing from me. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Survival good traders are a racket. So I guess we're heading back to the homestead with some fresh wood cutting axes and a copper knife for no real good reason. Yeah, it's been a good time kind of going through all the basics of starting up the map and finding basic materials and trying to find iron and then eventually turning that iron into steel. A lot of fun. I think that at that point though is where the game kind of drops off for me, like once you get the iron or once you get to steel, because there's really nothing else to shoot for. I guess they've been adding more stuff like the sturdy leather and the late game stuff, but at some point you've kind of hit the extent of the current features in the game. Maybe that's why everybody plays with mods, huh? And that is why next time I'm adding X skills, because I think that'll be real fun to try out. I'll have to read into it a little more so I understand how it works. Yeah, you can see the windmill. You can see the old homestead just living over there. Also saw some sheep up on that mountain earlier today. Here's was our attempt to stabilize the mine. There was a copper node there. Having a lot of fun trying to figure out how the instability, the rock instability system works. There have been some fun and funny cave-in moments where things did not go as I would have hoped. Philip says, I think part of the feeling of no endgame is that there's no victory lap portion. You get the survival victory lap in like month 3, but you're always in imminent peril for mobs. Yeah, I guess maybe there's that. I guess the thing is there's not a whole lot to do beyond getting all the like best gear. And maybe that'll change when there's like a final boss and stuff like that, or I don't know. I guess you know, it's a game. Every game ends either when you stop playing or when you beat it, or you could, I guess, when you stop playing. It's probably the better way to describe it. Plenty of games let you keep playing after you beat them. Yeah, I never feel... We ran into this problem on the last server. I never feel powerful enough to go up against the higher level mods. I think there needs to be another level of armor or something. We have just the top half here, huh? All right, let's go put that up in our display case. And I don't know if that's gonna have 2 or 3 or what. These B-nades are so stupid, but I can't bring myself to ever throw them away or use them. 0.5 blunt damage when thrown. Spawns an angry mob of bees. Maybe I could go throw them at the wolves. That might be funny. We have a knife. Put that in the forge. So yeah, it would be nice. There was more something. I don't know what that something needs to be, but just more things to do. I don't know. It's the curse of the sandbox game. 6. Okay. Rilip says, I think it's like the Liak. It's a threat for a while, then you get a victory lap when you can shoot it, then you end game when you can trap it. In Vintage Story, the Liak is never present, and you're never going to do anything that would put you in danger. Yeah. That's, you know, that's a great point. Like, in games like Subnautica and Abiotic Factor, which Rilip is referencing with the Liak, you have to go places where it is dangerous in order to get the things you need to safely traverse those dangerous areas and to get to the end of the game, because both of those games have an ending. It's not a sandbox survival open world crafting survival game. I think I said survival twice, but that's relevant for a lot of these games. Yeah, you could explore a deep cave. You could literally still be killed by wolves in the best armor. It's, yeah, it's... I don't know what the solution is there. It's always going to come down to... The game is what you make it. It's that kind of game, right? It's the fun. You have to make your own fun. It's like having a box of Legos. There's no end game to a box of Legos. Unless someone invented one, I guess. There's a pig here. 96% complete. Are we gonna make it through with the last of the coal here? I think we might. Hello, pig. I'll allow it. Let's go check on the animals now that it's light out. Mr. Sun popping up for his 3-hour appearance here in October. Oh no. 11 hours left on that one. Okay. Yeah, my rooster got struck by lightning, so I just have a bunch of hens right now, which is really unfortunate. So I either need to capture a rooster, or hopefully one of these chicks that's gonna hatch will be a rooster. Pigs don't aggro? I think they aggro randomly. they decide if they're gonna aggro on their own time. I think they typically only do if there's piglets nearby, then they get crabby. Whereas right now, there was no piglet by this boar that was over here. Yeah, they're there. Like I said, they just kind of wander around. So we never have an issue with meat. So these ones, yeah, these ones are fine because there's no piglets and I haven't bothered them. I should see if the several days left before ready to mate. 3 days, several days, ready to mate. Okay, well, we'll give these ones a little more time. Oh, hello, pig. A lot of pigs out. So my goal for tonight, I want to finish making some steel, and then we're going to go over to where I found the chromite and dig up the chromite and then crush up the chromite, make, what is it? Chromium sulfate, and then use the chromium sulfate to make the chromium tanned hides to then make the leather. And then how do I make the leather? You put it in, oh, you gotta mix it with beeswax? Oh no! How much do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to make the backpack, or 9 to make the sturdy mining bag, which requires iron plates. Oof, that has 14 slots compared to my 12 slots. Yeah, all right. Have to go bug the bees here. I don't need to bug them right now. Although it is still sunny out, maybe they'll go get some replacement skeps. They might still be active during the day while it's still kind of warm out. Alright, I would like... Oh, we have no cattails. Oh, they're there. We do have some cattails after all. Good. Grab some clay. We've got a 46 meteoric iron, nice, and a stack and 2 of some things. All right, let's take the skeps over, and we will give these bees a nice new place to live. Oh good, the bees didn't get angry. Nice, they're being cool. You guys see the new, in the new update news, that you'll be able to put the honeycombs in the fruit press so you don't have to manually do them? That's pretty exciting. Oh, that's not enough to even replace 1 skep, huh? Alrighty. Just some real nice stuff coming up in the new update. Looking forward to it. Like wind actually affecting your boat would be cool. Cattails. We got some honeycombs. Only 8, really? Broke 3. I feel like I should have 9. Let me go over there and check that I didn't miss one. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm picking up something other than... Hold on, where did I... There we go. I'm gonna say, I should have 9. I do have 9. We're good. Yeah, free bacon. What else is going on? We got Abiotic Factor 1.0 coming up here very soon. July 22nd, I think. And that is also around the time the Grounded 2 early access is happening. So that's also a thing. which is crazy. Like, it feels like Grounded just came out and now they've got Grounded 2 already in the works. Silksong could never. I think between the time Silksong was announced, Grounded 1 was announced, released, like finished, and then Grounded 2 was announced, and now it's gonna be released. And I'm feeling like John Travolta looking for Silksong. I feel bad for all those like Hollow Knight fans who have just been waiting and waiting for years. I never played Hollow Knight, so maybe I just don't understand. I kind of feel the same about KSP 2, but that's a whole different can of worms, I guess. So we need 3, could make up to 9 sturdy, well, up to 18 really if we have huge hides. So we'll need to chromium up some of these huge hides. I think I've got 5 huge hides right now. Yeah, 5 scraped hides, so we'll have to soak them in the chromium for however long and then go from there. All right, 98% complete. Let's go. I have just enough brown coal, it looks like, to get what we need. And these windmills have just been going. This is great. It's nice having the full 4 too. I was thinking once the next flax harvest comes in next spring, I'm gonna extend the windmill up and add 4 more blades and then add a gearbox system to really kick things into high gear. But that's a problem for Future Star. And we might have moved into the new server by then, so it maybe isn't even a problem for future me either. All right, we got some food from the croc. Really, what have you been up to this week? You been gaming? I thought I saw you were playing something the other day, but now I can't remember what it was. You get your phasmophobia in. I got my badge connected my Twitch account to my phasmophobia account, so I got the drop. I watched some InSim and got the drop. I suppose I could have streamed phasmophobia as well. People could have got the drops from me, but I don't know. I'm not ready for phasmophobia yet. It's not that time of the year. And there's no events going on other than that, the new update, I suppose. That's kind of an event. Really weird, like apparently it's arid enough here that the soil just does not grow grass in some spots. Only kinetic partners got to turn on drops. Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. But I was hold on, let me see. What did it say? Phasmophobia drops. Let's see. Any creator streaming Phasmophobia will have the ability to sign up to Twitch drop campaigns run by Kinetic. Keep an eye out for news on campaigns. I guess that's a separate thing. There's official Kinetic Games partners, Kinetic Games, and community streamers. But you gotta sign up for it, I guess. Which I'm not gonna do. Rearlip says I've seen a lot of Halloween and July stuff this year. Oh, you're talking about Summerween. Yeah, that's normal. You didn't know about Summerween? It's one of Emmy's favorite holidays. Right up there with Halloween, Winterween, and Springoween. Alright, I think we should go wait for the steel to boil, and then we'll be good. You're not going to be calling it Summerween? Why? Oh, nice, it's done. You can see all the broken bricks. Okay, if you could just finish. Can't remove the coal, that's too bad. Sounds like a minced oath rather than a euphemism. What the fuck is a minced oath? I gotta look up. I've heard that before. Minced oath is a word or phrase used in place of a swear word. Oh, okay. It's a type of euphemism. Interesting. Gosh is a minced oath. Gosh darn it, like that. I don't know why we gotta call it a minced oath. What is the hold on, what does the etymology say that it is? The term minced oath has been used since the 17th century. Yeah, but why though? Explain yourself. The Cretan king, we're going back to ancient Crete, Rhadamanthus, is said to have forbidden his subjects to swear by the gods, suggesting that they instead swear by the ram, the goose, or the plane tree. Socrates favored the Rhadamanthine oath by the dog, with the dog often interpreted as referring to the bright dog star, i.e. Sirius. Aristophanes mentioned that people used to swear by birds instead of by the gods, adding that the soothsayer Lampon, famous for National Lampon's Vacation, still swears by the goose whenever he's going to cheat you. Since no god was called upon, Lampon may have considered this oath safe to break. Michael V. Fox, brother of Michael J. Fox, says there are minced oaths in the Bible. The Hebrew word, I don't know how to say that, Sebaat, gazelles, and Eilat Hasadeh, wild does, are circumlocutions for titles of God. Okay. All right, well now we're just getting into like ancient history. I guess that's where we started, huh? Jeebus? That's fun. We have fun here. Sometimes, not all the time. All right, let's crack this bad boy open and see what we can do about this steel, huh? 16 bits of stuff. Go ahead and place the coffin back in here. And then we'll worry about getting the steel going. We'll have to replace all these bricks, but I'd love to get some tongs. Is it already cold enough? It is. All right, cool. So we'll throw that on there. I'll grab some brown coal. I have no brown coal over here. What am I doing? Then we can get them on the Helve Hammer and get at least one tool. Oh, we need a iron pick or iron anvil here. Anyway, the point is, Rilip, Summerween is not a minced oath. It's just a portmanteau of summer and Halloween. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's not like Haunted Ween or Hall of Cream or Haunted Weed. Wait. Haunted Weed just sounds so fucking stupid. Hallowweed. Hallowweed. What I was trying to say. But it's not that. Really? I want to invoke God, but I have intense hangups about doing so from the church being more concerned about God than people dying, so I'll just change one letter and say it doesn't count. Yeah, that's... yeah, I'll avoid... God hates this one weird trick to avoid invoking the name of God. I will simply think of God when I'm saying something else, as if he's not going to see right through that. I mean, if you already believe in an all-powerful being who knows the past, present, and future, and knows the hearts and minds of every being on the planet, you gotta really like wonder what the hell you're doing with your life when you start coming up with stuff like that. It's like, but you see, if the church declares the beaver a fish, we can eat it during Lent. Yep, you certainly can. But you have to wonder, like, what are you doing? Why are you jumping through all these hoops? Just eat the fucking beaver. Yeah, you're gonna pull one over on God. Exactly. I think that comes from an older Jewish tradition of like trying to edge shoot around God's laws a little bit. Like, but you see, if we put up a wire around the whole city, then it's technically a camp. Therefore, we can just do whatever we want on the Sabbath. So no big deal, right? Oh, yeah, we're talking. Okay, now we're getting into soaking. Things are getting weird. Let's go fire up the old Hellhammer here. No, I wasn't having sex. I was simply lying there. It just so happens that she was in the way at the time. You know, these things happen. We've all been there. And you see, I was roller skating. And then I was trying to get my pants off so that I could prepare because I had to go to the bathroom. This is from 30 Rock. I'm just taking a 30 Rock bit here. Guess we'll just grab all the blister steel here. All right, let's get that steel going. Oh. Pick that up. Don't slow down, Hellhammer. I need this steel. Bonk, bonk, bonk. We have fun here, don't we? Well, some of us do. I don't know about everybody else. My favorite part of the game, watching the Hellhammer do its job. Just pounding it out. Just really getting in there and giving the business to these blister steel ingots. Better take some more brown coal over. Get these blister steel ingots banged out. Light it up. So we've got 4 steel ingots, so we'll be able to make our pickaxe, which was the whole point of this. That's warming up. Let's grab some bricks, some blocks here. Refractory blocks. Refractory blocks. I've got plenty of mortar, so that's not a problem. And we'll go see. Rilip is going to buy a concrete vibrator. Now, we have to explain to the chat that that is not a vibrator made out of concrete. It is a device designed to vibrate concrete. Right? I assume that that's what it is. I guess I don't know for sure. Just, I mean, you're talking about cutting out the middleman. Just get one of those magic fingers beds. Then you're good to go. All right, how many bits and bobs do we got to replace today? Just go from the bottom to the top. Make it nice and easy. So here we go, one right here. One over here. And then let's see, is everybody good after that? Okay, it's good. 0 tiles are damaged. What do you mean 0? 0 tiles are damaged. It says 0 tiles are damaged. Either they are, oh no, wait, 2 tiles are damaged. Don't tell me 0 tiles are damaged and then show me 2 tiles that are damaged. That doesn't, it's not how that works. All right. Oh no, I don't have any steel on here, right? I was waiting. Oh, I must have picked it up. Never mind. I do have steel. Okay. Go get these banged out. Okay, Ridlip is describing the concrete vibrator. It's 6 feet long and goes in wet concrete to get the air bubbles out, but it absolutely functions as you would anticipate. It's like a thumper from Dune. Only, I assume, much more intense, because the thumper is like dunk, dunk, dunk. We need a little bit more movement than that, I think, for our jump humping escapades. Speaking of Dune, has anybody tried the new Dune game? I heard it's good, but I've also heard people complaining about it, which I guess it's from the guys who made Conan Exiles, so it's about on par with that. Conan Exiles is fun because you can just like run around naked. It's great. We need more games like that. How much better would Vintage Story be if your little blocky dude could run around with his dong hanging out? I guess they're angels. They probably don't have any equipment like that. So I've seen Pirate Software play it, and yeah, a lot of mixed opinions were coming up. Oh boy, Pirate Software, here we go. That fucking guy. I don't know, I might, if I have some friends who want to play, I might play, but I don't know. I feel like I've already got enough games. I'm starting to realize that the more games that I play, the more I realize I just like the games I already have. And then I don't know what's going on. There's some fun parts if you enjoy getting eaten by sandworms. I mean, that's Dune. That's kind of the whole point, right? Oh, my blister steel. If you don't enjoy getting eaten by sandworms, why are you playing a Dune game? That is my question to everybody who's playing. I think it suffers probably from the same problems that Vintage Story does, which is there's only so much to do in a survival crafting game. Once you've survived and crafted, I mean, if the primary gameplay loop is of surviving and crafting is not fun and you're just playing to get to the end, then what are you doing? Good question. What am I doing? Do you need an extrinsic reward, or is the game, you know, is it fun on its own? The biggest complaint that I've heard is that in order to do all the like end game stuff, you have to go into the PvP area, which I imagine, depending on how well they got it locked down, you know, you've got hackers and cheaters and the griefers and stuff like that. I guess griefing is not really relevant in a PvP sense, but like Rust, it probably gets frustrating if you're trying to do something and like you're just constantly not able to do it. So I don't play Rust though, or DayZ or any of those types of games. I played a game called Hurt World for like a month, maybe not even that much, which was kind of like a Rust type game, but it didn't really appeal to me at the end of the day. Well, this is interesting. So this gear is going this way, which is turning this gear this way, by all accounts. And then this thing is going the opposite way. What the heck's going on here? I've got some kind of magic transmission. Everything's spinning backwards. I mean, this makes sense. That's going like that. That's going this way, which turns it this way, which turns that way, which turns this way, but then everything gets screwed up right here. Blister steels. All right, there we go. 4 more steel. All right, let's throw a steel on there for the pickaxe. Then I'll chuck this guy on the anvil. And we can grab 16 fellas. Okay, 16 iron. We need some charcoal. Oh, Oh, do we not have charcoal? Uh-oh. Hold on, no way, we got charcoal in the charcoal pit. Oh, okay, I have burned myself. Grab some of that. People on Reddit keep posting their 11 by 11 by 11 charcoal pits, and I'm wondering what the heck they're doing that they need that much charcoal. I guess just existing, you could probably end up using that much charcoal. But that seems excessive. Guess that's the point. Meant to be excessive. Okay, that's still going. So we'll get this set up, close the door, get the brown coal. Turn this off. Go down here. Fill it up, light it up. And light. And light. There we go. Okay, that's lit. So next batch of steel is going. We'll get this stuff over here. I'll grab this and take it to the forge so that I can actually make stuff. Do some real forging. And throw that on there. I'd like to make a pickaxe, please. Give me a hammer. Just bang this little guy around a little bit. You know what I've really been enjoying, game-wise, has been X-Pirates. I know I talk about it during the XCOM file streams, but holy cow, there's so much going on in that game. It is nuts. The replayability. They just released an update. And I'm in the middle of my playthrough, so I can't even play the new update yet because I don't want to, you know, screw up my save. But I'm looking forward to, once I've finished the current run that I'm on, to go back and play through the game again with a new, whatever the new features are. It's just going to be an exciting time, I think. All right, let's grab this. Make our pickaxe. There's a stick somewhere around here, I'm sure. And then we're gonna set sail to go get the chromium, or the chromite, whatever. I don't know if it's supposed to be chromium. I've never heard chromite before, other than in this game. Okay, to the chromium mine. Oh, I'm iced in. I may need an ice-free port for the winter. A warm water. Oh shoot. Okay, we gotta free the boat from the ice. Okay, get me at. Damn it. Stupid ice everywhere. Gotta park the boat further out, I guess. Lake ice. Here I was thinking I was on the... Okay, let's... Oh, we can't go at it from below. Okay. Anybody ever encountered this problem before? This is a new one. I was not anticipating this particular issue today. Yeah, I'm currently trapped. Maybe we can get it from the edge here. Oh no, it's icing up as I work on it. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Seems like I've freed it a little bit. In the wrong spot. Okay, get out of the ice. We're gonna have to park this further out to sea, I think, where it's saltier. Okay, well now that we're out of the ice, we can head for greener pastures. Kind of, not really. We'll be coming back. But we are gonna go get some chromite so that I can make the good leather. The sturdy leather. Looks like the sun is coming up. Yes, it's 6:44. Okay. Luckily, I am wearing my my fur coat, so I should be able to stay nice and warm. It's not that cold. It's only -4, which is what, like 25 maybe in Fahrenheit. I think I just need to get more used. I mean, I know, like, if you told me that it's, you know, X degrees Celsius, I would know how that feels. But, you know, because I grew up where I did, Fahrenheit is just the way that everybody talks, and that's how they display everything. That's just what I'm more used to. It's an unfortunate side effect of having rejected the metric system as a nation. Have I ever had my rant about how we don't take advantage of a lot of the different parts of the metric system? Not like America is whatever, they're fucked, but just like the rest of the world. Like, you never hear somebody talk about how many decimeters high they are. It's always centimeters or meters. Imagine if you said I'm 180 decimeters. That's probably not right, is it? Is it decameters? Somebody who knows the metric system, please tell me in the chat. It's between millimeters. No, sorry, it's between centimeters and meters, because a centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. A decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. So I guess you'd be like 18 decimeters high. That'd be kind of funny. I'm 18.7 decimeters high. Maybe that's why they use millimeters, or fuck, centimeters. It'd be like 1800 millimeters high. Okay, we got more sailing to do. Let me put on the old first person view so I can look at the map here. Basically what I need to do is I need to go up the coast, park up by this guy, get to the chromite mine, get the chromium or chromite, and then come back. And then Rilip, I need you to figure out what chromite is and how it's different from chromium. I suppose I could look that up, except I can't. Yeah, Emmy, you missed. We're talking about Summerween. Rilip says he doesn't like that word because it sounds like a sex act or something to that effect. I don't remember the specifics. It's been a while. Yeah, I think Emmy and Alien might be doing something special for Summerween this year, so keep your eyes open and your ears closed for when that comes up. It should be seen and not heard, or vice versa. Just cruising along. Oh no, Emmy's having a pudding cup. Yep, that's what it is. Just holding out on me. I didn't see any of those. I would have had one. Okay, Rilip says that chromium is an element, chromite is an iron and chromium alloy. Oh, interesting. Is it naturally occurring? Yeah, I guess it must be, because it just says it's chromite. I suppose it's like bismuthinite. Probably some kind of alloy between bismuth and ite. Let's zoom back. Oh, I've lost the plot. You know what we haven't done yet on this world is link up a translocator. I don't think I found any that were very close to the base. So there's one way over here, and then there's one way down here that I found. There's one over here. There's just, yeah, they're all really far away from where we are. I guess this is probably the closest one. I could get a road up there. But it's not a conveniently located, like, multiple translocators right next to each other like we had on the server. Rilip says there's a lot in South Africa and India. Huh. Interesting. What are some of its applications? Does it have a material data sheet that we need to take a look at in order to avoid any injuries when handling it? Or adverse health effects? It's from when magma breaks through other rocks in a specific way, so only around the ring of fire. Oh, okay. How fun. Okay, let me ask you this. What was that mercury thing where, like, if you get even a drop on your skin, it'll get absorbed into your body and you'll just die? I remember I heard or read a story about a lady who was working with it, and it, like, ate through her glove, and then, like, she died. Okay, Rilip has the chat GPT answer. Chromite is used on a large scale in many industries, including metallurgy, electroplating, which is also metallurgy, paints, tanning, okay, tanning, that's the one we're doing, and paper production. Environmental contamination with hexavalent chromium is a major health and environmental concern. Uh-oh. Okay, well, don't breathe it in, I guess. Hold your breath when you're working with the chromium. Rilip says he remembers what I'm talking about, but can't think of it off the top of my head. Okay. All right, thanks. Ask ChatGPT what happened to the lady with the mercury. It was like dimethyl mercury or something, and it just, like, kills you if you get even a little bit on you, which really, it kind of boggles the mind. I guess it's, you know, typically you think, oh, you know, you'd have to, like, eat it or, like, stick it up your butt or something, but I guess it can just get absorbed right through your skin directly into your bloodstream. Or, you know, there's radiation too. That's pretty scary. Karen Elizabeth Wetterhahn died of dimethyl mercury, and I just pulled out of thin air. Okay. That I just pulled out of thin. I mean, I told you, I remember this story. I just, while we're talking about metals that kill you, diethyl mercury. People always think I'm crazy when I can just remember things that I've heard, as if that's not a normal human thing to do. Like, yes, I remember what happens in Star Wars because I've seen the film. That doesn't make me a weirdo. Oh, she was born in Rilip's hometown. That's, what a weird coincidence. Stay away from Mercury. Did I ever tell you guys that when I was a kid, I wanted to be a radio DJ? One of the many things that I wanted to do when people asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up. And in order to facilitate this, I asked my parents to buy me a tape recorder. You know, one of those, like, old school little, you know, you push the button, you record. Kind of like he has in Home Alone, but it was slightly more 2000s. It had these little tiny tapes the Sony made. And so me and my buddy got together and we would, like, fake a radio show. So we do, you know, you play a song and then you'd have the DJ come on and we do commercials and stuff. And I forgot where I was going with this. Like, I think I was going to talk about, oh, okay, I remember now. So in my 9th grade English class, we were doing a unit on Romeo and Juliet, as all freshmen in high school are required to do before you watch the film with the boobs. Most important part. And so our contribution to the group project, it was like a news report. We were supposed to be news anchors talking about like what was going on in Verona. And as part of that, we were recording everybody's presentations. And we had recorded on the tape recorder a commercial break that was supposed to happen. I feel like I'm getting off track here. Anyway, the point is, at one point, we were the weather people for Verona. And one of us was supposed to drink the mercury out of a thermometer. And that's how we got on this topic in the first place. So yeah. How about you guys? Anybody have any experience with Romeo and Juliet other than having to deal with it once in high school and then never again? Let's park out here in case it starts icing up over here. By the time I was in school, there wasn't mercury in most thermometers. Well, what do they have in there now? That can't be right. How do they get it to work? Also, it's crazy to think they were just putting mercury in thermometers and handing them out. Like, it's like, yeah, you can. I guess they were making paint with lead up until the 80s, probably. That's kind of crazy too. Like, yeah, you know that stuff that'll like make you go crazy and kill you? Yeah, we're just gonna put that in like paint. That's fine, right? That's not gonna hurt anybody. My teacher held a piece of paper during the nude scene. Well, why even show the damn movie at that point if you're gonna cover up the most important part? You know, that movie could have used more nudity. That's my philosophy on this. Oh, now I gotta remember how to get over here. Was it this way? No, it's a different direction. You know, if they'd like, they could have had Romeo be naked too. I don't care. Equal opportunity nudist here. Give the ladies something to look at. Imagine if they had a movie where Leonardo DiCaprio got naked. You know, everybody would have wanted to watch that. It was an old lady. Oh, yeah. You'd only see his butt. No. No, not just his butt. We're talking full frontal nudity. You know what? If they can do it for what Kate Winslet in Titanic, they could have had him. She should have been like, okay, now you've drawn me. Now let me draw you. And then boom, we got something for the ladies too. Emmy's like laughing over there as if this is something I haven't talked about a million times. Oh shit, tainted sliver. Oh fuck. That's a little bit tougher than I would like. Oh fuck. Oh no! Now I gotta paddle my ass over here in the damn raft. Fuck. Vintage Story is back on the menu for tonight. Yes. Where's my rafts? Oh no. Don't tell me they broke because of the ice. There they are. They're under the ice. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, we gotta pull these guys out of here. Okay, well now I have to go paddle all the way back over there, so I guess we'll run most of the way because it's faster. Mighty Stoosh was playing Vintage Story with some people recently. They modded the shit way up. You would hate it. Oh yeah, absolutely I would. So do you want to play Vintage Story or do you want to play modded Minecraft? Because at some point you gotta pick which side you're on. Should have had my my poultices out. Get it healed up. Emmy says, I had to watch that Romeo and Juliet in school twice and didn't get to see that scene either time. Wow. That's great. Maybe we should watch it. Although then you have to watch Romeo and Juliet, so maybe not. I mean, you get the gist of it. Dude's butthurt about his girlfriend breaking up with him, sees a lady, and is like, I'm totally into you, let's get married. And then they both die. And this is a tragedy or a comedy or something. It's the greatest love story ever told. I think it's supposed to be a comedy, though. You're supposed to laugh at how stupid these kids are. It's like watching, I don't know, like I Know What You Did Last Summer or something like that. It's like you feel better when they're dead at the end. It's like, good riddance. These two idiots got half a town killed and now they're dead. You have to understand, Rillup and Mighty Stoosh. Back in the day, I don't know when that movie came out, but like, yes, we have Pornhub now at time of recording, but back in the day, you had to find your porn in the woods. You had to hope that somebody left a pile of old Playboys and Hustlers out there for you to find. We're spoiled for choice in 2025 at time of recording. So finding getting to watch Romeo and Juliet in school might be your only chance to see boobs, like, for the next however many years. We don't know. Oh, we gotta go this way, apparently. We'll just take the walking option. Yeah. There's too many things on my desk. Jeez. So now I gotta walk all the way over there. I guess it didn't take too much damage on these. Yeah, the jerkin really does not help against the real nasty stuff, huh? I should have brought some dirt to block up the passages. Yeah, I know. What happens when I try to stream and play games is you lose, I don't know, depending on the game, up to 50% of your gaming ability, possibly more. Those nice cliffs. Those are some big old cliffs. Got some larch trees up there, I think. Whether they're larches or pines, but I can't tell. They might just be pines. The texture on the trunks looks pretty piney. There might be larches up there too. Just can't see them. Mighty Stoosh, what have you been up to? Besides playing Vintage Story with way too many mods. Cat's been enjoying the new living room, for those of you who are following the new living room saga. We finally cleared off the pile of clothes that was on the new chair, so Cat was able to sit on it. He's liking the new couch, and we've freed up a lot of floor space that was previously occupied by like piles of junk. Emmy's been really putting in the work these last couple of weeks. All right, so now I gotta walk all the way over here. I'm not gonna have any light, am I? Whatever, I can probably find my way in the dark. I'm not still glowing, actually, so maybe not. Look at that, everybody is praising Emmy now. And I helped. I did something. Oh, should have brought a torch, god damn it. I am confident I can navigate without a torch. I don't know why I'm confident about that. I feel like I can do it. Just hope I can make it there before it gets too dark, he said, as he's after saying that I could navigate in the dark. Okay, you know what? Let's not leave anything to chance, huh? Let's make a knife. We'll get a stick, we'll make a torch. Okay, we'll need a stick now. So we'll find a branchy, birchy thingy. Here we go. Okay, we get a knife. Now I'm gonna have to... Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so we make that and that. We need another stick. Now, of course, the problem is... I'm gonna have to chop down a tree. Okay, so we can make a torch. No problem. Now we need to make a axe. That's a shovel. I'd like to make an axe, please. We chop down a tree, we get some firewood, we start a fire. Which means I'm gonna have to make a fire starter. Oh my god, this is so stupid. It's like a nightmare. Should have brought a torch. I have torches back at the base. That wouldn't have been a problem. Okay. Make sure there's nothing there. There's a mod that lets you build translocators, but there's only one in the vanilla game. There's only one build your own translocator, and it only takes you to one place. It takes you to Tobias's house, which I don't know why you'd ever need to go there. Oh, there's copper here. Nice. Good find. Okay, now we take that. We turn that into firewood. We take a piece of grass. Okay, we make a campfire. Get a little bit closer before we do that. We'll need more grass actually to do this. Yeah, I died like an idiot and didn't bring any tools because I figured I'd just be able to get to my stuff, but then I remembered I died at the bottom of a mine. So I'll have to go all the way to the bottom of the mine to get my stuff first. Which means I need to get a torch so I can see what I'm doing. Yada, yada, yada. And go from there. Okay, at least there's a trader over there, so I'll be able to see something. Ugh. Let's just set up shop in this little ruin. Okay, now we need another stick. I didn't grab another stick, huh? Why would I not grab a stick? That's a red currant bush, not a bush. Can't see anything. Damn it. Oh, come on. There's got to be a bush around here somewhere. That I've walked into the land of no bushes. Just give me one stick. There we go. Okay, we're good. Get back to the ruin. Okay, now we have a fire starter. Rub two sticks together. I've missed... I can't see the ruin now. There it is. It is getting extremely dark. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to see without the light. I guess if I'd have made it all the way back here when I had my my torch still, I would have been able to make it. Okay, we're gonna get a torch. We can put this right here. We'll be good to go. Another player mod, wreck player corpse. How does that work? Okay, there we got the torch. We can put this tool here. We're not gonna need those. or this for that matter. Okay, there we go. Let's keep moving. Gotta get to my body. Oh, I should have made better armor. Guess armor is not really my thing that I do. Okay, so we go this way, we go to where I died, we go down the cave, we go extra carefully, we grab my stuff, then we run. Player corpse just makes skeletal remains, so it's like Valheim, yeah. If I die to the same creepy crawly, you're gonna laugh? Well, we'll see. There are some creepy crawlies here and I don't like them. That's creepy crawlies. Go, 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 go. Oh, wrong way. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh no! I died to the same creepy crawly. I'm about to rage quit here, guys. I'm serious. No! Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Let's get the lantern. Luckily, we have another raft. Fuck's sake, man. I don't even have a bowl now. I can't eat my food because I have no bowl. Let me get some berries, I guess. Dude, those things are not fucking around. What am I dying to? Nightmare shivers. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, the berries are all spoiled. Ugh. Rilip has tears in his eyes. Yeah, me too. Because I gotta deal with this bullshit. So now I gotta go all the way over there again. I'm gonna die again to the same fucking thing. I got a bunch of turnips now. Ugh. Okay, grab the other raft. Oh, get up, grab that. Okay, let's try this again. I don't even know why I bothered making armor. You know what the problem was? That mine is very poorly designed. I wasn't anticipating coming back to it, so when I built it, it was just designed to get to the chromium, or the chromite. But now it's like swarming with fuckers, and that's a problem for me. Okay, we'll get there. We'll be fine. We'll just run through the night. Oh, I brought turnips. Okay, we're good. Just eating turnips here. Not a problem. Yeah, I should probably make some extra bowls, huh? Or start grabbing them out of ruins. I didn't think that I would be in this situation. Okay, yeah, if the torch goes out, that's gonna be a problem. Probably stick to the land parts of the map. All right, note to self, make steel plate as soon as possible. Or maybe meteoric iron chain would be a good start. Yeah, the pile keeps getting bigger. You're absolutely right. It's a very frustrating procedure having to deal with this. Hello, dude. You should have a lantern on your thing so people can see you. All right, this way. So do we now have 2 death spots? You died here, or does it only have the most recent one? All right, here comes our thing. There's the raft. Get in, paddle. Nightmare Shiver does 20 damage. Yeah, I don't know that I can beat that. That's like a one-shot. Jeez. You want to, I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna say I went back and I died because there was like a nasty nightmare shiver in there. I don't have to sell it to him. Lost how many hit points do I even have now? 15.6. That's so that thing does more damage to me than I have health, so I basically cannot get hit by it. So I gotta find a way to sneak in, grab my stuff, and get out before it gets me. Fuck's sake. I guess the shiver can't go through the one wide, so if I can get to the one wide and grab my stuff before it shows up, I can just like try to hit it through the gap. But honestly, I just like to get my stuff and go though. All right, I can't eat and paddle. Not like Minecraft. So we get to here, we run across the continent again, we go all the way up here. I'm gonna at least put the well, nah, I guess, yeah, I'll put raft in the boat, I guess. It's not really gonna matter though. If I die, I'm gonna have to make a new raft to come back, or just swim, I guess. If I die again, I think I'm just gonna rage quit, and I'll come back when when it's me and him. We'll do something else tonight, I guess. But I am confident I can get in there and get what I need. Hopefully, if the fucking 20 hit point attacks did not insta kill me. Maybe I should have just turned off drifters altogether. Of course, then you can't get temporal gears, which is a problem. That's actually a great question. Like, if you're playing the Homo sapiens mode, how do you... I guess you can't change your respawn point then, huh? So you kind of gotta stick around where the spawn is, or just you take your life into your own hands. I guess if there's no drifters, there's not a whole lot that can kill you except for wolves. You guys see that the Vintage Story dev, or the main dev, is reaching out to get people from the Hightail team. Seen this? Have you heard about this? Hightail is shutting down the game. It literally never released. Oh, what a nightmare. But Tynan, not Tynan, that's RimWorld. Who am I thinking of? Whoever Vintage Story dev man is, reached out to get resumes, submissions from the Hightail team to work on something Vintage Story adjacent. So we'll see what we end up with. I had literally never heard of Hightail, so it didn't... I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, that's again another cautionary tale to all you indie devs out there who were like, oh boy, Microsoft wants to buy the company, yay! Oh, we all got laid off and the game got canceled. Although you gotta wonder, like, what the fuck, you bought the company? Oh no. At least I can outrun a wolf, I think. There's my campfire still going. That's real nice. Oh, the wolf is still following me, apparently. This could be a problem. Let's head to the boat first. Or maybe to the trader and hide in the trader for a second. You still following me? Okay, I don't think the wolf is still following me. That's good. But let's get in here anyway, just to make sure. Okay, I think we're in the clear from the wolf. Now let's try to get down into the mine and get my stuff and then get the hell out, and I'll come back with my friend at a later date when we can double team these guys, or once I've made some armor, I guess. I don't know. Now I just got to find out where the entrance is, because it's always kind of tricky here. I should probably have marked it. There it is. One of them. There's a couple different entrances. Okay, here we go. Oh fuck, this place is crawling. Oh no, they're everywhere. What the hell, man? They're everywhere. Why are there so many enemies? No, my stuff won't despawn. I set it to so that it despawns after an hour. Just because I knew this kind of bullshit could happen to me. Okay, got it all. Get out of there, get out of there. Okay, let's go over here where it's relatively safe. That goes here. This goes in my hands. This goes in my inventory. This is on the first slot. We've got 2 rafts. I've got a pickaxe. That goes here. Just rearrange everything. I do have a bow, which could be useful. There's my bowl. I guess I had 2 bowls, right? Because I brought a bowl last time. That tracks. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, first things first. Clear the area. It's not here anymore. Good. I'm going to put a torch down. There should be nothing down here. And there is not. So we're going to mine it now. This fucking chromium. Okay. We're going to get all the chromium ore. Okay, it's chromium ore, but it's chromite, which is an alloy of iron and chromium, which is what they use to make chrome. Oh shit, is that? Oh, it's just a peridot. Okay. Well, that's cool too, I guess. It's only low potential. All right. Chromium acquired. Now we have a mob spawner farm down here that we can come back and fight the like crazy high level stuff if we need to. Now I gotta get out of here without dying. At least if I die up here, it's a lot easier to get my stuff. Well, once there was nothing down there, so there was no reason not to. Once all the enemies despawn, it doesn't really pay to not mine. Probably be a little more careful about what I'm doing that. Figure if I start pulling it up now. Hello. Okay, get fucked. Oh fuck. Okay, all right. I guess I'm the one getting fucked here. Let me take cover in this little hidey hole. You guys see that they're changing it so that healing works over time? That's gonna suck. You're gonna have to be real judicious about getting into combat here. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, let's all dogpile the one human guy around here, huh? That's real nice. Real cool, guys. That is textbook speciesism. Ugh. Okay, I got at the end of the day it took what, 3 tries? 3rd time's the charm, they always say. So now I am going to walk over to my boat and I'm going to leave via the boat. And I thought this would be less stressful than playing XCOM. Why do I do this to myself? All this for 2 tanned hides. Yeah, I don't know how much it's gonna be. Not nearly enough to be worth the effort, I'm sure. Although I think this is gonna pulverize into quite a bit. Turns into 1.7 crushed chromites. I don't know how that works exactly. Fuck do you mean 1.7? That could be anything. It's like 1 and then you have a 70% chance of getting a second one or something. Requires pulverizer tier 4, so I think we'll have to make steel pounder caps. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Now that the danger is past, feel free to comment about whatever. Turn that into an X. Delete that. Ugh. Any other games coming out this summer everybody's excited for? Grounded 2, obviously. Abiotic Factors coming out full. I don't know. I don't follow like normal gaming anymore. I don't know that I ever did. Has anybody been playing Civ 7? I've heard that is not great, I guess. I don't know. People really are fucking bitching about the Civ switching. That's like so low down on my list of problems that I would have with a game. Philip wants to check out Firebreak before it gets taken offline, but it doesn't look good. Is that the new hero shooter? Is that the new Concord? Guys, check it out. You can play as your favorite character, Glup Shitto. He's super cool and edgy, but also he's appealing to the mass market. Philip says, I thought Civ switching was pretty cool. Yeah, see, I don't have a problem with that. People are really mad about it, though. Like, people really hate that. I think my bigger issue is, oh, Firebreak's the multiplayer shooter based on control. Right, that's a thing, apparently. Well, I guess I'm going inside this little bay here. Alright, going south now. Watch for ice. Yeah, my bigger issue is that when the era ends, like there's 3 eras, and when an era ends, all your wars will change, or like all your wars end and stuff like that. Have I played any Phasma? No, I haven't played it yet. It's in there though. We might get to it. If we finish Abiotic Factor this weekend, I think we can do some Phasmophobia for the next couple of weekends after that. It's in the cards. Since we all have that game. We might even be able to convince Hover to join us for the new Phasmo update. We can pull him away from his programming or his game dev thing that he's been working on. He is making, I don't understand it entirely, it's technical stuff, but some kind of 3D tabletop game map viewer system. Philip is describing the Civ hard stop between ages as a mini game. So 3 mini games. Oh, it's like Spore. Well, everybody loved how things worked in Spore, right? I'm sure I've told you guys about this before, but I was super into the pre-release Spore community. I was in the forums. We were talking about like, oh, what are you gonna do? We were following all the game updates, and I mean, the game was fine, I guess, as a game, but I think as a Spore, everybody felt really let down by what we were hoping for and ultimately expecting out of the game. I don't think you can fault the game developers for the hype train getting out of control, but Rilip says I like Dark Spore, which had nothing to do with Spore. It had something to do with Spore. But Darkspore was like one of the original live service games. Like you can't even play it anymore. Which is crazy. Imagine buying that game and then one day they're just like, yeah, can't play it anymore. Sucks to suck. Thanks for the money, loser. That's why I don't know, I'm just not interested in buying games anymore. Because you're just gonna buy it and then you go back to play it and be like, oh, well, the servers have been taken offline, so you can't actually play it even though it's a single player game. You guys played the hell out of it, huh? Yeah, I mean, I bet it was a lot of fun when you could play it. Wasn't it? It was sort of like an ARPG like Diablo. That you could, like, create your guy. Ugh. Too bad. How many good games are we going to lose? Probably a lot, because apparently the Stop Killing Games campaign, speaking of Pirate Software, who's really against the Stop Killing Games campaign. For some reason, I don't know why. Like, imagine if you bought Half-Life 2 back in whatever year it came out. And then in like 2010, Valve said, okay, we're taking the Half-Life 2 servers offline. You can no longer play Half-Life 2. And it's like, what are you talking about? It's a single player game. Yeah, well, fuck you. Thanks for the money, loser. People would be going nuts. But because, I don't know, we live in a hellscape world, everyone's just like, oh yeah, well, of course you can't play it anymore because they took the servers offline. Duh, idiot. It's like, I just wanted to play Pacific Drive. I didn't know I was going to have to connect to a server. Man, this is going to take forever. Philip likes the way Phasmo's doing it. Yeah, exactly. If the Phasmo servers ever go offline, you should theoretically still be able to play Phasmophobia. Whether multiplayer works or not, I guess is... I mean, ideally it would still work, but... As an indie game development company, I guess they have less of an incentive to just shut the servers off some arbitrary date like Ubisoft did with The Crew, which was sort of the catalyst for this whole thing. And that I guess multiplayer games I'm less concerned about, but if you can't even go back and play Phasmophobia just in like solo offline mode, no connection to the server, no like meta progression elements, that's fucked up. Like, you could still get the experience of playing Phasmophobia. See, they're doing it right. Yeah, I agree with that philosophy. Like, if you want to make the game and then provide additional stuff that is online, that's one thing. But if your whole game is based around you must connect to the server or else, and if we shut the server down someday, you're SOL, I don't know, that seems kind of fucked up to me. Like, when's Borders gonna come to my house and repossess my books because they've stopped supporting them? I don't think Borders is still around anymore, actually, so that's a good example. Like, Borders went out of business, but I still can read my books. Barnes & Noble's still around, though. I got my eye on them. I don't trust them. Okay, well, after a hell of a run here, we are returning to base, almost, finally. At least I managed to get all my stuff, if you can believe it. Rilip is gonna give For Honor a shout out. Like, yeah, everybody's playing the game for multiplayer, but it still does have a story mode. Yeah, and what about, like, remember when they used to have bots? I remember when I used to play, I don't know, like, you'd boot up a game of Battlefield 2 or something, and you could create a match, and it was just you versus with a bunch of bots. So you and a team of bots versus a team of bots, and you could just play it. And you'd have to connect to a server, and you know what else? You can still probably find a Battlefield 2 server because they're not hosted by EA. They're hosted by whoever wants to host a server. I could probably host a Battlefield 2 server right now, and we could all be playing Battlefield 2. All right, I think we should probably park out here. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Wish there was a way to keep things a little more ice-free, but we'll just have to park as close as we can and hope that it doesn't freeze on us. Or maybe we just chip it out as we go. Those damn milfoils that I gotta worry about. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, it's starting to freeze up. Medal of Honor on PlayStation 2 had bots. Yup. No, can't have bots. No bots. Too much programming. Too much extra work. We don't want to pay somebody to make bots. But that's alright. I guess everybody's okay with it now, because nobody wants to sign the Stop Killing Games petition thing in the EU. I didn't say that. There's like, it's got like 600,000 signatures out of the million that it needs, which is pretty good for just like a pretty niche issue for gamers. But I suppose I'll continue to do my part and shill it. So if you live in the EU and you haven't signed it, please do. Because America's never going to do shit about people killing games. It's going to have to come from the EU or Australia or something. Some other country that actually cares about its citizens. Rilip finally found a use case for AI. And now the big game companies are refusing. Yeah, right? No, they only want to do things that people enjoy doing. If it's something people don't like doing, what was the saying? Like, I wanted AI to do the laundry while I did art, not to do the art while I do laundry. Yeah, that's about where we're at, huh? All right, I need to bang out some pounder caps. How many times have I said that before? Let's go get some brown coal. I need to get steel pounder caps on this thing. Do I have to break the whole thing to get the pounder caps? I guess I do. That's annoying. Pounder cap. Okay, steel pounder cap and some brown coal, of course. Probably fill up the fuel while I'm here as well. Oh, yep, it's almost down. Next batch of steel coming up. Yeah, imagine if they could invent an AI that plays video games. Boy, wouldn't that be interesting. No, instead all that it can do is generate other people's art and write sentences. Congratulations, you've just discovered Clippy. It looks like you're trying to write a letter. Thanks, Clippy. Yes, I'm aware. I know how to write a letter. Isn't that just what ChatGPT is? It's just a really advanced Clippy? Maybe I can use the steel to not die. Yeah, we'll see. First thing I have to do is make some pounder caps. And then I'll have some steel left over. Not enough to make armor. I might just end up making meteoric iron chain mail. Only problem with that is it would take a lot of time, but we got nothing but time. No, that's not true. Really advanced might be giving it too much credit. Okay, maybe. Yeah, like it's... Imagine if people decided that now that we have spell check, we no longer need to employ writers. Or editors, I guess. We don't need editors anymore because we have spell check. People would rightly say, no, you're stupid. But I guess when we have ChatGPT, we no longer need anything because it's gonna solve all our problems somehow magically. When you can get a ChatGPT that can sit here for 3 hours, 4 nights a week, and talk about how nowadays, because we have Pornhub, you no longer need to go out into the woods to find porn, then I will retire, or I guess get laid off from streaming. But until then, don't tell me that ChatGPT can do what I do, because something tells me it can't. It can't figure that shit out. Ain't no way. I bet if I asked ChatGPT to explain what forest porn is, it would be like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. My programming doesn't allow me to do anything hilarious. I'm legally obligated to not ever discuss anything that would be considered not safe for work. All right, and then pounder cap number 2. We also have a steel padlock for locking doors and chests. I don't think that's literally ever come up, ever. But it might be funny to grief somebody by putting a padlock on their chest. Bonk, bonk. Get those things out of here. Doot, doot. Get in there and cool off. We got a hammer. We got some powder caps. We're gonna go put the powder caps on the pulverizer. We're gonna crush up the chromium, and we're gonna start making ourselves some sturdy leather. And doop. Nope, go in the thing. Oh right, we gotta turn on the pulverizer here. There it goes. Yeah, well, some of it appears to be not going into the thing. Nope. Go into the hopper, please. All right, we'll come back for that. So, how do we make sodium chromium sulfate? There we go. 2 parts sulfuric acid, 2 parts crushed chromium or chromite makes 1 chromium sulfate. Cool. My hopper appears to suck. Yeah, well, that's mostly on me, I guess. Okay, so another splash of that. Go get some crushed chromium ore or chromite or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it does seem like it likes to slide off the edge here, huh? I might have to adjust how this is laid out. Or just come over every so often and check on it. Pick up the stuff that's fallen off. Okay, so now we need boom boom. Light it up. Question is, how much chromium sulfate do I need to actually tan something? So for a huge hide, it's 3 in a pot. Okay, you do it in a pot. That's good, so I don't have to put it somewhere else. You have a large hide here. That's good. So that's gonna go right here. Got some prepared hides. Great. Get those in here. And in here. Get the bucket. The bucket. Wait, where's my knife? Oh, it always does that. Okay, grab you. This is what, lime water? Got my waste buckets over here. Weak tannin. Weak tannin. This is the water physics always give me trouble. It took me so many tries to get the right amount of honey for jam. I don't know that I'd call that water physics, but the water transportation thing. Wait, how much does this make? 1 liter? No, that can't be right. It makes 3 liters, which is enough to make 1 hide, I think. Apportionment, there we go. That's a good word. That's a $10 word right there. Okay, come on. Do I need to put, can I put 2 hides in there, I wonder? No, okay. All right, let's try this. Hold on, how does this work? In a pot. Do I have to split it across the 3 then? Is that how this works? There we go. Okay, I figured it out. Once again, I am a genius. Let's go check on our chromite outer situation. It appears to be done, so we'll shut it off. Okay, well, we didn't end up with very much, did we? Hopefully that's enough to get us a good chunk of dirty leather for this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to locate more chromite, which isn't a problem. Like, you know, that's part of the game, is locating things, right? Okay, boom, boom. And then put that in there. Let it cook. Lime looks suspiciously like crushed chromite. They all kind of look very similar. I gotta keep these a little more separated, I think. So this is lime. This is lime. This is sulfur. This is saltpeter, and this is crushed chromite. That's really not that as far apart as I'd like. So we have enough. We can do 2 and then 3 with the beeswax. I'll have to go get more beeswax. Yeah, this should be plenty. Oh. Out of fuel again, as usual with the peat. Always running low. Luckily, there's tons of peat all around. We can just go dig some up if we need it. Okay. So first time I got killed by a corrupt drifter, and I'm finally looking at this, the chat log here. I got killed by a corrupt drifter, and then I got killed by a nightmare shiver. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I'm realizing, how much am I even gonna get out of this? I'm gonna get 12, which I guess is enough for 1 sturdy leather backpack, because that's 10. I guess is better than nothing, right? All right, so grab the bucket, grab 12. Oh, not 12, 6. That's, nope, I've already got the chromium. What am I doing? It's time for this one. No, that's not right either. Oh my god, I just did this. There we go. I'm on the wrong step. Trying to make the chromium sulfate. I'm literally putting it into chromium sulfate. There we go. All right, we're good. So the beeswax is going to be the real killer here. I'll have to go harvest some more hives. Go do that right now. No idea this process was going to be so involved. Raven did it all last time. I didn't even look at it. Yeah, 1 bag. 1 glorious bag. Okay, we have 3 chicks. So we're hoping one of them is a rooster. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look elsewhere for a rooster. How are we doing on the ewes here? Ready to mate? Is pregnant. They're both pregnant? Okay, and several days left before ready to mate. All right, cool, got it. Not the bees! Not the bees, they're in my eyes. Yeah. Okay, that's too many bees, so I gotta get out of here. Wait, I'm missing a honeycomb again. Don't lay a finger on my honeycombs or whatever. What does the bee say? From the honeycombs commercial? Wait, I'm thinking of, hold on, no. There's a bee for Honey Nut Cheerios. What does honeycombs have? I'm thinking of like the Sugar Smacks frog. But that's for Sugar Smacks. And I don't think that they've had a mass. I don't even know if that cereal's still around. Like, who's gonna give their kids something called Sugar Smacks? That seems, it's like a terrible idea. Does anybody go grocery shopping? Does anybody know if Sugar Smacks are still around? I mean, if Lucky Charms are still around. I'm thinking of Butterfinger. Yeah, I think you're right. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. That's nothing to do with a bee. Yeah, I don't know what the... No, there's like something with honeycombs and that there's a honeycomb cereal. But the bee is for Honey Nut Cheerios. And he's always trying to share the Honey Nut Cheerios because they're good for you and they also taste good, which is impossible. So one of those things must be a lie. We don't know which one it is, but it's one of them. My money's on it's good for you because no company would ever sell something that's good for you unless they were going to charge an exorbitant amount for it. And even then they could just give you the crappier thing and still charge you the same amount. All right, so I think we can, with 12, because it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, we should be able to make 4. There we go. 24 sturdy leather. Excellent. So we can make 2 backpacks. Wow, all that work for 2 backpacks, huh? Honeycomb. Oh yeah, that's right. He had like a... It was a weird furry guy. You're right. He kind of like spun around like that Tasmanian devil. Honey is more wholesome than sugar. I mean, yeah, people hate sugar now, rightfully so. But honey is also just sugar. It's just, you know, it's bee vomit we've decided it counts as food for some reason. Yeah, delicious bee puke. I don't know how they make it. I don't know what kind of process goes into it and why we can't replicate it as humans. I mean, we probably could, but it's probably cheaper to just force the bees into slave labor, which I think was the point of Bee Movie, the Jerry Seinfeld movie where he's a bee and Patrick Warburton is getting cucked by bee Jerry Seinfeld. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at those sweet, sweet sturdy leather backpacks right there. We're rich in inventory slots. Let's go throw that bad boy upstairs. I'll just leave it right here for now. For a while, it was just called Smacks. Yeah, I don't know about Smacks. That seems... Oh, I guess I'm out of sturdy leather now. I can't make the other thing I was gonna make. Oh well. We'll just... That's a lot of inventory slots. Holy moly. Yeah, these things are... they're definitely worth it. Like, you basically get 2 whole extra slots, which is great. Okay. So how do I get more? Let's see. I need to make more sulfuric acid. I guess the bigger problem is that I need more huge hides, because it's really not worth doing the large hides because I only get 3. But if I get 9, I can make the mining bag, which I might not have. I don't think I have enough linen for actually right now, so never mind. I'll stick with the regular mining bag, which holds 12, which is holding all of my mining tools and can hold a bunch of stone and ore. All right, well, that was a very productive evening in Vintage Story, minus the part where I died a bunch, I suppose. Is this not working? What the fuck? Is this... Hold up. Guys, is that not working? Okay, give me a second here. Did I fuck something up? No, it's definitely on. Let me try disconnecting here. Is there a missing brick? No, it wouldn't let me do it if it was missing a brick. Uh-oh, did I break the game? I may have broke the... Unable to connect to the server. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure the server is still up. Did something break? Or is it just because I tried to log back in right after I disconnected? Okay, no, server is running. That's normal. Okay, now it's working, I guess. I hope I didn't forget to put like some charcoal on there or something. Yeah, I think I screwed something up. We're gonna have to let's do this. Just get rid of the coal, as much as I hate to do that, but I gotta make sure that things are working. I didn't put the charcoal on top. Yep, that's on me. Okay, well, good thing I caught it now instead of later when I'm wondering what the hell's going on. Okay, there we go. Let's run that back. Blah. Yeah, star's wrong. Yeah, I know. Easy thing to miss. It'd be nice if it would let you know that it's not good. I did done goof, yeah. Because we had that running for a while. But it's fine, we got it fixed now, so. Okay, receives heat, good. Looks good, we got that. Wow, look at all this stuff going. That's some solid wind power right there. And we didn't have to build a 100-story high windmill this time, which is great. $20 coal. I mean, it's brown coal, like who cares? I can get more of that. It's not a problem at all. More about the opportunity cost. Like, we could have been closer to steel than I am now, but I guess it's not a huge deal. All right, chickens, I'm ready for you. Give me your eggies, please. We got 3 eggs right here. No eggs are fertilized. That's fine. Lots of pigs for meat later on down the line. Creature weight low. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna wait till they're gonna mate anyway. This doesn't matter. This is a Gen 0. This is a Gen 1, so we might be able to milk this one if we get lucky. Look, I am a huge proponent of the short windmill, all right? I think you should have minimum clearance. Like, I've got, I think 1, 2, 3, yeah, I've got like 3 clearance from the bottom, which means if you jump, you're not hitting the blades. But other than that, then you can just have the windmill right there. And I also designed it so the blades would not even be close to hitting each other. I guess because you have to, otherwise they're gonna break. Whoa, what else? What else is there to do here? Got 13 steel ingots. I guess I could pound out some meteoric iron plates in the hopes of making chainmail eventually. Because what is the stats on? I guess it's still not steel, right? Cloudcaster wants to know, have I informed masses? Oh yeah, hey, what do you guys, this is my buddy Cloudcaster that I've been playing with. If any, I don't think these guys can build this good, so they're not gonna have any good critiques. I couldn't even get them to not make wooden boxes for houses on the server. You're already leagues ahead of them by having chiseled all this awesome architecture into the house design. Oh yeah, and also everybody's making fun of me for dying at the same place twice. As if that's something I can control when there's a nightmare drifter just wandering around. Quite a bit of, well, not that much. I shouldn't say quite a bit. But we do have some ashlar blocks and bricks. Like ashlar blocks. Hold on. This is called a claystone ashlar blocks. This is a claystone ashlar block. Okay, sure. No, yeah, I was down in the chromium mine getting the chromite so we can make the sturdy leather. As you can see, I made some sturdy leather backpacks because now we have the crushed chromite. Now the bottleneck's gonna be the hides and beeswax. So we're gonna have to go ahead and go bear hunting or something. So I can make more sulfuric acid. Although now I have to get more saltpeter. Ugh. That's gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? All right, get everybody in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, take it out, put it in, go. Rilla, you're the one who built the wood box. I'm talking about your house. What are you talking? The one I made? What are you talking? I don't even build with wood. Ugh. All right. What is that called? Accusation in a mirror? When you accuse me of doing the thing that you yourself did in order to deflect? Maybe I should play that fallacy quiz game. Has anybody seen that? I accused first. I wasn't accusing you. I didn't accuse you specifically. I said that people were building wooden boxes on the server. Everybody has their weird quirk about like building in a certain way. Some people are just like, whatever, I'm just gonna build like a floating path in the sky. Some people are like, I'm gonna build the most efficient farm possible out of like the crappiest materials possible, and also it's going to be asymmetrical because why not? When are we making the server into a community thing for these gamers? Probably when the new update comes out. I mean, it is technically the community server. If you guys logged into the old one, you could log into this one. I guess I could kick people or put up a whitelist, but I'm not going to do that. If people really want to play on this world, be my guest. Just don't grief our stuff. But yeah, I think when the new update comes out here in, I don't know, probably July, maybe in August, whenever they do the full release, we'll probably just start a fresh map with the new features that they're adding. Because let me tell you, when you've got all these guys working together, we can have steel within like a month. It's crazy. If everybody spreads out and everybody finds, you know, we got some people who love going in caves, like even more than I do. And they'll just go in and find iron. It's awesome. You have bits? Damn, when did you get bits, son? Thank you for the bits. All that money goes into supporting the Vintage Story community server. So you're all just paying right back into the ecosystem. That's where all my money goes. It goes into, I guess I shouldn't say all my money, but all my Twitch money goes directly into paying for the server, because I gotta pay every month, whether people are watching the stream or not. And so we do have 3 chicks. We're hoping to get a rooster, but if we don't, we'll just have to go find a rooster somewhere and bring him over here. Or just deal with the fact we have Gen 1 hens. It's not a huge deal if we're just getting the eggs anyway. Although then we can't get the meat and the feathers. But feathers aren't exactly hard to come by. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? Just kind of wandering around. Seeing if there's anything I can do. I see you found the clothes chest. Now full of stuff. The hunter boots look suspiciously similar to the knee-high fur boots. Curious. We got plenty of feathers. All right, I'll go bang out some meteoric iron plates while I'm waiting then. That's too much. You were running around wearing nothing but leather? Oh man, that's pretty brave. Yeah, I think one of the important components of armor historically is that you're also wearing like layers of armor. Like dudes wearing plate armor weren't just walking around like skin to metal. They had padding under there. You'd have like a gambeson and maybe even like some additional form of armor like a chain shirt. But in video games, you make the plate chest piece or something and just plop it on. No consideration for how that's going to interact with your body. It's a video game. I guess it doesn't matter, but still gives people the wrong idea about how this stuff works. And that is an unforgivable crime. Giving people misinformation is fucked up. Shouldn't do that. It's like when they tell you that, and by they I mean the people who taught this to me in elementary school, that the different parts of your tongue taste different things, as if your tongue doesn't just taste everything all over. Who came up with that idea, huh? Alright, so we let the meteoric iron heat up. We're gonna take it over to the health hammer. We're gonna let it do its thing. And then we're gonna get those smashed into a bunch of plates so we can make chain. And then we can use the chain to make plate, please. Let's get that cooking. There's taste buds in other places of your mouth too, and your throat. Oh god. That sounds awful. Why would you want to have taste buds in your throat? Like if you had hair growing in your throat. Ugh. Not where hair is supposed to be. That's not where taste buds are supposed to go. They're supposed to go on your tongue so you can taste things. Oh, that's steel. We don't want to use that. It's gonna be sad to see all the meteoric iron go into making chain mail, but alas, it is the way of the world. Ah, the wind's really slowed down. Oh no. It was going so fast before. Ugh. Come on, wind, pick up. Trying to get some hell hammering done today. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Throat buds are for when you fail to bite all the way through a mozzarella stick before swallowing. Well, that's the... I used to do that when I was a kid. I'd like deliberately bite into half of it, swallow it, and then pull it out. Pull out the cheese. Which I realize sounds disgusting, and it probably is. But I thought it was kind of fun when I was 12. I wouldn't do that now unless somebody gave me a mozzarella stick and told me to do it, and then I probably would. That sounds like something Homelander would say. What the fuck? Why would it? Why? Is it because he likes drinking breast milk or something? That has nothing to do with mozzarella sticks, all right? That is irrelevant. I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched The Boys, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. I know nothing about The Boys other than some of the characters, and that the superheroes are all evil actually, and they're all because they're corporate, and the boys are good because they hate superheroes or something. I don't know. Breast milk mozzarella is not a thought that came to me naturally. I don't know. I mean, would it work? Does it have the right fat content? I was just talking to Emmy. I don't remember why it came up. Oh, I remember why. Because her mom... Okay, so let's... Full context here, because otherwise the story is not going to make any sense. It's probably not going to make sense either way. Emmy got some of her wisdom teeth taken out a couple weeks ago. You guys might remember this. We mentioned it on the stream. Okay. And in order to facilitate that, she had to eat certain types of foods for like the next couple of weeks. So she got like some baby foods and like Jello and all that kinds of stuff. So the one thing she got, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like rice oatmeal or something, some kind of thing. She can clarify if she's here. And she didn't like it, you know, because it's baby food, whatever, it's gross. And then she said, but my mom said when I was a baby, I used to like it. And I'm like, okay, well, do you also like breast milk? Because that's, you know, as a baby, that's something that you probably enjoy. I don't know. I don't remember being a baby. And then, I don't know, that got me into the logistics of like, how would you even, if you wanted to get a hold of breast milk to try other than your own, I suppose. That kind of petered off there, but that was the point. Listen, if you're watching this stream and you don't like the weird stories I tell, I don't know why you're even here. I guess if you're here for the game, then you can mute me and just watch the gameplay. Yeah, theoretically, if you're watching me, you want to hear me game while also telling weird stories about my life. I mean, that's like why people watch I don't know, some other streamers. Forsen? I've heard of Forsen. I had to ask who Forsen was the other day because despite the fact that they're a huge streamer, apparently I did not recognize the name. Yeah, fair trade breast milk. I bet you could find some if you went on like Facebook Marketplace. Like, wanted breast milk, no questions asked, please. Will pay in cash, something like that. Either you're buying or someone is selling. I'm sure you could find it. Yep. Etsy? I don't know. Would it... Can you send that through the mail, or is it considered some kind of biohazard? I can't imagine it would be. I guess you... Can you send, like... Wait, no, I remember, because you could get that, the semen necklace, where you had to send in a sample so that they could use it for part of the necklace. Emmy knows more about this because she's the one who told me about it. So I guess you can send that through the mail, and no one's gonna complain. Well, nobody who matters is gonna complain. All right, let's keep these plates coming, huh? Be able to turn those into some beautiful, beautiful chain pieces soon. Yeah, I guess my concern would be the spoilage if you're sending breast milk, because I think you're supposed to keep it refrigerated if you're not using it right away. You know, nipple the table or whatever. And then you have to wonder, like, we're all used to drinking cow milk. We know how that tastes. It might be weird to drink breast milk. Like there might be like the texture or the taste, like something about it. There might have some kind of negative response from your mouth. You dry ice, okay, sure, yeah, you could refrigerate it that way, I suppose. It's been made into cheese. Yes, there you go. So apparently, now let's see, what kind of cheese would has it been compared to? Is it more like, I mean, we have tons of different types of cow cheese, but then there's like goat cheese and water buffalo and even sheep cheese. I mean, anything that makes milk, I think you can make cheese out of. It would be infeasible. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying we need to lock a bunch of women up and milk them, but you know, you could get it, like Cloudcaster said, artisanally from a fair trade, independent human milk farmer, presumably from their own body. I don't know, I guess then you have to get into like health risks. Stream froze on Emmy's phone for a second and just heard Emmy's the one who told me about it. I'm talking about the cum jewelry again. Yes, I am. You're the one who told me about it. Because we were talking about sending breast milk through the mail, and then I said, well, you know, if you can send your semen through the mail, then I guess there's no problem with that. As we all know from Pastor Manning, semen is just another kind of milk. And that's what they put in the Starbucks lattes to make them taste so good, and a lot of people tend to like it. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess I could put the link in the Discord if people want to see. Actually, Emmy, can you put that link in the Discord? Actually, maybe don't do that. That might, people who aren't watching the stream might get the wrong idea. I just, okay, maybe don't Google it either. I don't know. Just, you know, leave it as an exercise to your imagination. Or Google it if you really want to. It's only a little weird. It's not something I would do, but I'm not gonna look at somebody and be like, that's fucked up because you did that. Okay. Apparently because the diet of cows affects the flavor of cheese, the diet of humans also impacts it, and that's problematic. Why is that problematic? I guess you wouldn't get consistency flavor-wise, but you know, that's the fun. It's like one of those seasonal beers you get from a craft brewer. Yeah, what's it gonna taste like this year? I don't know, you know, we got the hops, but who knows? Probably something like Farmer's. What the fuck is Farmer's cheese? Oh no, the wind! Come on, man. Mountain Dew and oh yeah, I guess if you're on like the white trash diet or the gamer diet, you're gonna have some weird taste in human cheese. Is that something you can do in Dwarf Fortress, or have they not implemented that yet? Wait, Cloudcaster, you've played RimWorld. Can you get can you milk humans? Do you have to get a mod for that? I know in one of the expansions it adds like child rearing and stuff. Probably a mod. I mean, that would be like Rim Job World, yeah. Or maybe there's just straight up a milk anything mod. That wouldn't surprise me. There's like a million mods for that game. Milk everything! Which I think you mostly already can for the animals, at least. Oh, come on. It's like it picks up for a second and then it slows right down again. It's alright, we'll just wait. What's the temperature? -7. Also, it's currently apocalyptic, apparently. Luckily, those are disabled. Can't get me, drifters. It speeds up just to taunt me? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Alright, how are we doing on these plates? I gotta see how many plates we even need. It's quite a few. We're up to 6. Okay, so let's take a look at the chain. That's not how you spell that. Chain, body, armor, meteoric iron requires 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So I need 11 plates to make the body armor. And I'm at 6, and that's just for the body armor. So you can see the problem here, right? Need a lot of plates for this. It is a lot of plates, yeah. And then what do we need for the pants? Chain, leg armor. That's not as much. That's what, 6? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so 6 and then 3 for the helmet. So a total of 20, I think. That's not too bad. How much harder? It's okay. Let's take a look at plate armor while we're on the topic here. So you need the chain first, and then you add on 8 meteoric iron plates. Emmy sent me the link. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read this because Emmy sent me the link. I'll just read the description and you can tell me. Oh, this is an article from Vice. Well, that's okay. We can just read the first paragraph. You know what? I'm not gonna read that first paragraph because I don't want to anymore. Yeah, well, you have to have the chain first, exactly. So you gotta have the chain armor, and then you put the plate on top of it, and then you have your upgraded armor, which is kind of nice in its own way. It is sad to see all this meteoric iron get used up, but I suppose that's what it's for, right? No reason to mine it if you're never going to use it. You're just going to sit on it like a dragon. Besides, there's plenty more meteors out there to find, so it's not like we're not going to find more. Should you hop on and start punching out some chain? Yeah, go for it. Stream's going to be over soon, but I'll stay on and we can hang out. Ridlip says, I hate to be that guy, but that iron is way too cool to be hammering it. What are you talking about? It's 1400 degrees. How hot do you think iron needs to be before you can hammer it? Actually, you know what? Let's Google it. How hot does iron need to be to forge? 1371 degrees Celsius. You know, Rilip, I'd hate to be that guy, but you're wrong. This one might be too cold. But let's see. It's too much work to look at. Can't be looking at Google while trying to play the game. Oh, there he is. Cloudcaster has arrived. Okay, the only problem with you punching out holes is we don't have an anvil. Because I'm using the anvil right now. So you won't be able to punch holes in it. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe we need to make another iron ingot, actually. I think we've got enough ingots for it. Ugh. Come on, plate. Go, plate. Go, plate. Go. Hammer. Meow. Okay. Maybe I should have brought a hammer over. I could help out a little bit. Uh-oh. Connection issue due to the stream. Oh, because you're watching the stream? Okay, that's fine. Well, stream is almost over. We'll bang out this last one and then I'll take it over and be done. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, look at this. It's just taunting me now with these slow speeds. Yeah, just no wind. Oh, wow, it's real slow. Look at that. Come on, man. Oh, it picked up again. Briefly. Bonk. Start warming these up again. There he is looking. He's just running around naked with leather armor on. That's great. Classic. What do I think of a steel anvil? No, I wouldn't say it's pointless, but I would say you're better off making an iron one because the steel doesn't have any benefit over iron, and steel is a little bit harder to come by right now. It is a 1-to-1, but it's like a time thing. We'd have to wait. A steel anvil is more of a bragging rights type situation. But having 2 iron anvils does not hurt. You can have one for the health hammer. Let that continue doing its thing. What a fun game. Alright, well, it's 9 o'clock-ish, so let me just disconnect here. And we'll wrap up the stream. So thanks everybody for coming out. We'll be back with more whatchamacall tomorrow, presumably. We'll be back with XCOM files. Even though, you know, the game hates me. As all games do. Other than that, have a good night. Enjoy your breast milk. Order a necklace. And I'll see you tomorrow. So, bye-bye, everybody. Good night.